boys and girls, Mrs. Bowen here. Today we're going to do a quick reading lesson about the 3 different ways to read a book. Now, I'll bet you're thinking, Mrs. Bowen, there's only one way to read a book. You just sit and you read it. But there are actually 3 different ways to read a book, and we're going to talk about them right now. Number 1, the first way to read a book is read the pictures. Did you know that you could read pictures? Especially when we are beginning to learn how to read, we aren't always able to read every single word in the book, and that is okay. So sometimes when we're reading a book, even if we can't read all the pictures, it's still fun to just read all the words. It's still fun to just look at the pictures. And a lot of the times you can understand what's going on in the story by just looking at the picture. See, in this picture, I can tell the character's name is Beekle. I can tell that he's feeling very alone right now just because of how he's looking in the picture. So sometimes just going through and noticing and looking at the pictures can really still help you read the story and understand the story even if you don't look at any of the words. That's a good strategy. If you're given a book that's a little bit too hard for you, sometimes it's it is fun to first read the pictures. Just look at the illustrations or the pictures, okay? So that's way 1. Way 2 is read the words. This is what most of us think of when we talk about reading. It means that when I open up my book, I look at the words and I read those words. It can either be in my head or I could read them out loud like that. And so when we become stronger readers and can read different types of words, then more and more books, we can read all the words in here. So that's another good way to read, is by reading the words. Our last way to read the story is to retell it. And I'll bet you're thinking, well, that's not reading. But reading is about taking in the story and understanding what the story is talking about, what the lesson is, who the characters are, what's going on. So by reading the story and then telling the story to someone else, you are actually rereading the story in your mind. So there are lots of ways to read a story. Let's go through them one more time. Ready? Read the pictures, read the words, or retell the story. So today what I would like you to do, if you read a book, I want you to think, which way am I reading this story? Am I reading the pictures? Am I reading the words? Or am I telling someone that I know about the story and reading it that way? So I just want you to be aware moving forward of how you read a book. And I would suggest that you try to do a little bit of all the ways. Try each way, each one different day, and see how it goes.